Moving house can be one of the most stressful times in your life, but there is an easy solution.
No.
Don't do it. If that's not an option, you might decide to get a removalist. Last year, there were nearly 500 complaints about removalists made to fair trading in New South Wales alone. And if you thought moving by yourself was stressful, try dealing with damaged property, surprise fees, and David's DVDs. Overcharging on the day. So, what do you have to look out for?
These are my DVDs.
No, sorry. There are two ways removalists charge. Some will charge a flat rate for the whole move, while others charge by the hour. The risk with the hourly rate, guys, is that they might take their sweet time and you end up paying for it. Some removalists will start the clock from when they arrive at your house, but other companies will charge you from when they leave the depot until they get back after finishing the move. So make sure you ask them beforehand how their fees are being calculated. Another common complaint is removalists who turn up with a smaller truck than the one you ordered, meaning you end up paying for any extra trips. Then there are the removalists who add extra charges after they've got your belongings all packed up and refuse to give them back until you pay the extra money.
Pay us $2,000 or the chair gets us!
Essentially holding your furniture hostage.
Has he hurt you?
Are you okay?
If you ever want to see your precious dining chair again, send us $2,000. Or we'll keep charging you for every day your furniture's in storage.
No, not the cushion! No, you monster!
I don't have money, but what I do have are a very particular set of...
Protections under the Australian consumer law.
Aww.
Last year, Bust a Move Removals got, well, busted for doing just that, along with 15 other breaches of the Australian consumer law. Why would you keep these? But the consumer law doesn't just protect you from misleading and deceptive conduct like this. Removalists must also use due care and skill and get the job done within a reasonable time. That includes taking all necessary care to avoid loss or damage. For example, if they do a dodgy job of wrapping a computer screen and it breaks during the move, you should get compensation for the damaged screen and could also be entitled to some money back.
But I use my best wrapping paper.
Now, on the day, the people who turn up might be from a completely different company to the one you've been dealing with. That's because some removalists will use subcontractors and try to remove themselves from liability by blaming them. And they might cite terms and conditions in their contract to make you feel like there's nothing you can do if things go wrong. Like these removalists, whose contracts claim they have no liability to you even if they or their contractors are negligent or breach the contract.
Pretty sure the contract says I can do this.
But nothing in a removalist contract or any service providers can override your consumer law guarantees. Plus, it's illegal for them to try to limit their liability to you. So the only thing those parts of the contract are good for is this.
You should have used due care and skill.
So how do you find a reliable removalist? Ask family and friends for their recommendations. Online reviews can be useful, but beware. CityMove was fined $30,000 for posting fake testimonials for the second time in 5 years. Choice and New South Wales Fair Trading say you should use a removalist that's been accredited by AFRA, the Australian Furniture Removalists Association. It's no guarantee, but they do say their members have to meet basic standards of equipment and staff training, and the contracts the members use have to be approved by AFRA. Even though you're covered by the consumer law, accidental damage can still occur during the move.
Well, that was a delicious stick of butter. Where's that crystal bowl?
So, both Choice and Fair Trading recommend that you consider insurance, especially if it's a big move. Usually removalists will have their own insurance, but they don't have to provide insurance for your stuff. So, while some might say...
free public liability, transit insurance and workers' compensation.
That usually just means they're covering their own asses, and not in the way that you'd wish.
Sorry.
You may already be covered by your home and contents insurance. Just check the details. Some only cover your belongings during transit, while others exclude accidental damage.
Your stuff's insured, right, Mr. Fragile?
You can also buy one or more of these types of insurance directly, or your removalist might offer to sell them to you. Wait, why are you writing this down?
Oh, I'm moving house next week, and I don't want this guy to do it. Quick, hide!
What?
So what do I do once I've found a good removalist?
Insist on getting a written, itemised quote that sets out the total cost, as well as any extra fees for things like heavy items or if your house has stairs or is difficult to access.
Oh, yeah.
So, how are we gonna get a piano up there? Oi, Rapunzel!
Yeah.
Yep, that's gonna cost you.
I bloody told you we needed stairs. What?
And if it's a big move, you might want to find a removalist who'll come to your house and give you a free quote before the move.
Give the removalist a detailed inventory of what you need moved.
Oh, that'll take forever.
One mattress, one mug, one photo frame, empty. Oh.
Finally, make sure the contract with your removalist lists all the key details too, like dates, times, if packing and unpacking is included. Quick!
Do all that and you should be covered. If on the day there's a
Our truck's too small to fit your stuff, so we're gonna have to make 2 trips. It'll cost $300.
Oh, guys, you shouldn't have.
No, they really shouldn't do that. If they charge more on the day than what you agreed in the contract, you can insist on the initial price or cancel.
And finally, don't pay removalists fully in advance in case you need to cancel or change your mind.
Great. I think I'm ready to move house. Oh, we're trapped.
At least we don't have to move furniture.
Home sweet home.